Look at my hair, y'all. I'm about to brush the shit out of this.
Yeah, like where do we even start with this mess?
Let's start by creating a middle part.
Angels like you.
What's happening, sis? I have my bandana on in the front. The back has just been doing whatever. When I washed it, I didn't hot comb it. I didn't straighten it. I didn't do anything. We definitely gonna fix that. So I'm gonna do a soft, like, straighten, nothing crazy. Like, it's not about to get super straight. If you really want to get your hair super straight, you just gotta go track by track. You'll just grab this comb. This is a carbon fiber comb, which means that it can get like really close to the straightener and it won't burn the comb. Maybe they have a carbon fiber brush. I have my stores that I go to for certain purposes. Like, I go to Sally's if I'm looking for more of like a professional color. More like professional shit is what I always go to Sally's for. BSW, I kind of go there if I'm looking for more like, I would say more like natural product. If I'm looking for like a quick like weave cap, wig cap, like stuff like that, I feel like it's perfect to find at BSW. Another thing to find at Sally is straighteners. Like, straighteners, you go to Sally, you can find some good like styling tools, and they definitely be having like 40% off of their styling stuff. Look at the difference when you actually straighten this hair. If you have blonde hair is not a game. Like, it looks real cute and whatever, like, but she's high maintenance. She is high maintenance. If she is not properly combed, brushed, kissed, loved, like, she is going to basically look trash. Like, you could throw the whole wig away. That's on everything. Like, I have to, or at least that's what I think. Like, if my blonde hair is not straightened, just know that I'm just not feeling it, or I'm just not feeling Barbie doll. Like, I'm just not. It's just not it. That's why we are taking care of her today, and it's gonna help for tomorrow. So back to tomorrow, because I've been feeling like I've been trying to tell you about tomorrow from that long. So tomorrow I have a really big event. I'm going to a Too Faced beauty event, which is going to be super bomb because it's the first ever beauty event that I've ever been to. The first influencer I went to was earlier this year. I went to a first aid beauty event, and I learned some pretty dope things from the people that were there. So one of the things in particular, this is like this game, like if you're looking to kind of get seen on social media, it's really important to use hashtags, and it's also important to point out your location. If you are in Boston, put Boston in your bio. And if you're willing to travel, like, New York is down the street for me, so I'm open to going to New York. Like, New York is not far. It's not, to me, it's not considered far, especially if you know, one, expenses are paid for. To be honest, I could fly anywhere if expenses are paid for. Like, if you're paying for travel, I will definitely fly. As long as it fits in my calendar, I'm fine with that. Definitely got flued out to California, got flued out to Atlanta, got flued out to Italy, got flued out to Switzerland. I've been flued out, you know what I'm saying? As far as like if I'm gonna pay out of my own expenses, that's fine too, just as long as it, you know, kind of falls into my budget and things like that. But, and if it's a really good opportunity, like, I'm not about to get fly just because you said you have something going on. And make it make sense. Like, but that's a whole nother topic. So if you are in Boston, put Boston in your bio. Also, if you are, you know, willing to travel to New York at your own expense, put that in your bio as well. Rhode Island, put that in your bio. Ooh. I don't know what be happening at the edge of this wig. Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. And it just literally happens on these ear flaps right here. If you are, you know, doing makeup in Boston, hashtag Boston makeup. Like, hashtag LA makeup artist, hashtag Atlanta hairstylist. Like, if you, wherever you are, just put that in your hashtag, because that helps people find you. Hashtags are kind of like the yellow pages. Y'all remember them big ass yellow books that your mom used to have, like, just chilling around, and you go inside there back in the day to kind of find a phone number of a business, and it was literally like all the businesses out there were in this one big ass book with this microscopic text. Like, the text was so small. That's basically what hashtags are. Like, it's basically like the yellow pages for businesses. So hashtag yourself. So I say all that to say that because when I went to the influencer event, I had not been hashtagging my stuff. And nobody, like, it's not like anybody's about to run up to you and put you on game like that. Like, you kind of just have to be in the scene to understand that that's how you're supposed to move. But, you know, I got you, so I'm just putting y'all on. Hashtags. Hashtag your shit. And the thing is, too, is people are not going to see Instagram and tell you, oh, you should hashtag. People just going to see Instagram and be like, oh, half the people on Instagram think that you know what you're doing already, and that's why they follow you. And you over there missing out on checks and coins because you weren't doing something. Ever since that event, I've been tagging my location as Boston. I've been putting hashtags. I've also I put Boston in my bio because it wasn't in there, which was not clear. It's like, where does this girl live? So, you know, unless I tag my location of where I'm at or where I'm going, then how would you know, right? How would you know where I'm located to kind of market me and invite me to your event? You wouldn't know where I'm at because it doesn't say that. So don't expect people to know things about you that you don't put out there. Companies ain't gonna just assume where you at. This gonna be like, okay, we don't know where she's at, and people, they literally probably gonna spend 10 seconds trying to figure it out. And yo, when you search it on Instagram, 10 seconds is a long time. You can end up in a rabbit hole in like 20. So, girl. Anyway, I started hashtagging, and I believe that's how they found me. I believe that it was because I hashtagged. I was from Boston. They are launching in Boston. There are 2 faces coming to Boston. It's just lit. But y'all know I love. You know what's so funny? I was just talking about that concealer. I was just saying, like, yo, that concealer is popping. Like, I stopped using it for a little bit, and then I came back to it, and I was just like, bruh, like, why did I even stop using this again? And wasting my time trying to get the consistency out of a different concealer that shall not even be named. Talk about dramatic, girl. Now this straightener is getting like really in there. Like, it's getting in there. Ah, who is she? Big. Look at that. She's serving flow. She giving Steve Weir. Let me just comb this out real quick. I'm just gonna speed past this side. Okay, so this is the hair straightened, and that was super fast. Maybe like 15 minutes to just straighten it. And y'all seen how it looked before. I'm gonna grab my Golden Hot, and this is basically the hot comb. And like, this is what it's gonna look like before I hot comb it. So I'm just going to just kind of comb that through. This really helps too if you like use mousse with it. So you put the mousse first and then kind of let the mousse get a little bit tacky. Not tacky, I mean, I don't really know the best word for that. But then you let the mousse kind of sit for a little bit, and then you go in with the hot comb. Y'all see how the top looks now? Now we just gonna run that through. So now I'm just gonna see where I want this to be parted, because over here looked like it had a nice part for like a deep part, but how do I feel about that? Girl, I don't know. I'm just gonna take this off. Yeah, that's a cute part. I'm just gonna leave it like this. I do got hella flyaways. So for the flyaways, I'm just gonna spray that got to be. And I'm just going to kind of just brush that over the flyaways. That's that, you know what I'm saying? We almost there. The fleek is, I can feel it. I can feel her approaching. She coming, okay? She bringing it. All right, so to finish off my hair, I'm gonna take some of the dough. And she is just some bomb mousse. I love this hair brand. I use it on my natural hair. I don't really use it on my extensions. I haven't really found a reason why. I feel like there's certain things I use on my extensions that I just don't really even use on my natural hair. I don't know what the hell that was, just rolled off my head. But like, she's just a really bomb mousse, and she just gets every hair in place. So before I put my scarf down, girl, I'm moussing her up. Okay. I'm just going to we're just going to do like a Aaliyah. I don't know, I think I just want to try to do something different. This video might make it to YouTube, it might not, but we're just gonna go with the flow. For my eyes, I'm gonna grab the Huda Beauty, and this is Sapphire Collection. These are what the colors look like, and I'm going to grab this color at the bottom, and I'm gonna place that in the inner corner of my eye. This is my first time ever doing this kind of look, just like placing that in a corner. I'm gonna be wearing blue, so I just feel like it's gonna be mad bomb to just have that in a corner. These colors, like Huda Beauty's actual colors, are super bomb. They don't require a lot of blending. Like they just sit where you need them to sit, and I love that. I want to do a pretty bold liner because this is a pretty simple eye look. So I'm gonna be grabbing my Sephora eyeliner. So right now this is a pretty simple look. For me, I'm just like, I don't know what's happening just yet. So I know it's gonna all come together in the end, but sometimes before it gets to the end part, I'm like, bruh, I don't know what we're doing. So for my face, I'm gonna grab the Tatcha, and this is the Milk Canvas Primer. This is the mini. Yeah. So I've been hearing so many good things about this primer. The only thing is the people that I've been hearing about it from have dry skin. So, you know, I'm a combination girl. And, you know, sometimes you'll watch some videos or sometimes you'll hear people talk about certain things. You just got to keep in mind that what skin texture do they have and, you know, why do they like it. So I'm just going to try this out for the first time and see how it makes my makeup look. Okay, so it's this Tatcha Silk Canvas Protective Primer. The full size one costs $52. Like $52 is a lot for a primer, I feel like, but I just want, before I spend the $52, because I like to spend my money on things that are very, like, if it's expensive and it works well, I'm with it. So I don't have a problem, but if it's expensive and I don't really like it, then it's like, girl, why? The small one I believe is about $22, which is like, okay, that's fine, I'll try it out for $22. I'm not gonna put it on with any other primer that I normally do. Like sometimes y'all will see me just doing multiple primers at a time. I'm not gonna do. So next I'm gonna go with the Fenty. This is the shade 390. This foundation dries down super quick, so I just like to use a little bit of it at first, and then I like to blend it out, and then I like to work with more foundation if I need to. Like this foundation I love this summer because it doesn't really move as much. Like you put it down and you're able to kind of just have a matte look all day long. So that's one thing that I like about this foundation, like, a lot. And this is a very good color for me. Like on camera it looks a little bit orange, like, but I trust me, sis, it really does match in person. You know the funny thing, when I was figuring out what shade worked for me with this foundation, it took me a while. I think I started off at 330, like, where, but this also is my tan color, so I ain't gonna hype y'all. This is definitely my tan color. This foundation oxidizes, which means that over time it does get a little bit darker. So I started off at 330, and then I'm like, wait, this ain't it. Even with the oxidizing, like, this ain't it, sis. Like, I look such like a ghost. I borrowed some 390 from my sister, and I was like, wait, now we getting somewhere. I'm like, wait. And then she went up to 400, and then I was like, I love a tan look. Like, I love looking tan in the summertime. So then I tried a 400, and I was like, okay, this is it. But then I'm like, let me just rewrote myself. I'm not a 400, I'm definitely a 390. And look at that finish, like, she looked real good. You want to go a little bit more full coverage, let's just do it just for the sake of the video. I'm not gonna do no more on my forehead though, like, we're not doing full coverage there. I don't know, I don't like to have a lot of foundation on my forehead. Like, do y'all like to have foundation on your forehead? I don't know, I just feel like, okay, she looks cute. So next I'm gonna grab the Fenty concealer, and this is in the shade 360. So I just got hip to these concealers. I feel like they're pretty bomb. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you, they are definitely bomb. But before I get into blending them, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just going to blend out that Fenty foundation. I'm just gonna just press it into the skin. Like, I like to use a brush first, and then I like to go back in with the sponge. I like to just do tapping motions just to kind of just press that into the skin. One of my favorite concealers outside of this concealer is that Too Faced concealer. Like, that concealer is so bomb. I feel like my shade is not the perfect shade in that one, so that's why I'm so excited to be going to that Too Faced event, so I can actually find out what my perfect shade is. Because the shade I have, it like works, but I really want a shade that like is maybe like a 2 shades above what my actual foundation shade is. Like, so I have the foundation shade 390, but the concealer I have is 360. And I feel like this shade blends out pretty well into the Fenty, you know what I mean? I love going in after with my beauty blender. Like, I feel like that really sets the tone to get everything right. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty powder, and this is in Cunifa. I'm just going to just set underneath my eyes lightly before I actually set them. And this powder smells so good. Nothing too harsh, but it smells so bomb. The Dermablend setting powder is really bomb too. Like that's still a holy grail. I just feel like I need to get a darker color because the colors I have, it's too much work to like blend it out. And that was my problem with Laura Mercier at first. But then they came out with the brown color, but I just never went back to it. Top 5 would be Laura Mercier, Huda Beauty Cunifer powder is really bomb too. Then you have the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, which is really dope too. Those are like my top 5 setting powders. Did I say Dermablend? Dermablend is in there too. Dermablend definitely is squad. Like Dermablend gets you through. Like soft, smooth skin, Dermablend. Like sis, Dermablend will snatch your whole life. Okay? Okay. So to wipe off my setting powder, I'm gonna take the MAC, and this is a mineralized skin finish in deep dark. This is a mineralized powder. I know some people like to use pressed powders, but you can use whatever you like to kind of just remove that setting powder that we kind of sort of baked with, but not really. And we just don't dust that off. This Huda Beauty smells so good. This is the Il Makiage, and this is the Back to Black Mineralized Baked Bronzer. Yeah, we don't get a little bronze. And I'm just gonna kind of contour with that a little bit. Just kind of bronzing up the face. I'm gonna grab my blush, and this is the Scoops palette from Beauty Bakery. I'm just gonna place that above the blush. You know, now we serving real golden pink. Like we looking real golden. And I really like this blush. Like I talk about it all the time on my channel. I like it because it has all the colors you need in one. You can also highlight with this palette. So this color right here, that's a highlight. She definitely needs to be toned down. I think it's because I'm so used to having like a gold highlight. She cute. She's like a little iridescent type look. She's giving us some here, sis, but I ain't doing a lot. That's what she's giving. I really like this foundation base. Like, I feel like it looks so cute. The only thing that's different for me is having this blue in my eyelid. I keep looking at myself like, am I a superhero? Like, what am I giving right now? Should I add glitter? What do we think? Should I add glitter to my bottom waterline? Like, I've never done that before. So I'm a little nervous. So should I just add the glitter to the inner corner, or should I do it on the bottom line? So I think I'm just gonna add it to the inner corner. So I just did 2 dots, and this is the NYX glitter primer. Normally I use my eyelash glue, so y'all, hopefully this works because I don't normally do this. Okay. Scared. Drop some of my glitter because it's not all blue. It's like mad different colors. Grab it. Okay, that's easy. Oh, cute. Okay, I'm feeling it. Girl, what the hell did we just come up with? And this glitter glue is so bomb. Like, it works so well. I didn't have to do much. All I had to do was just put it on there. And the way that it's holding this glitter on there, like, girl. This is so good. And all I'm doing is just tapping it on and picking it up. Like, it picks up the glitter really well. You know, all you gotta do is just put the glitter on there. I like it. I think I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna go back into that Huda Beauty palette, and I'm going to grab that blue color that we were working with in the beginning. I'm just gonna place that on the waterline to kind of like smoke it out, but I just want to have some more blue on here because I feel like it looks good, but I feel like it was missing something. I added this blue on the top to the corner of my eye, inner corner, because sometimes it just be like that little thing that you add that like really brings the look to life. I'm thinking I might want to carry it further down the eye, like what are we talking? And then I grab this color here and I just deepened out. And I just deepened out that color. Now I feel like good. Now I feel good moving on to lips. I like how I line my lips today too. She's looking cute. Wait, girl. Okay, I mean, look at stuff. I think I need like Lime Crime Birthday Suit. So I'm gonna grab the lipstick from Lime Crime in the shade Birthday Suit.
Paving this shit crank.
So let me go ahead and I'm gonna spray my face and then I'll be right back. I I like this blue. Like, I feel like this is so different for me, and I like it. At first I was like, where is she going with this? Where is she going? But I trusted the process, and she came out super bomb. I like it. Do you like it? Thumbs it up if you like this. And this video is kind of all over the place, but it's just the whole vibe. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to thumbs up it, subscribe to the channel if you love what you see, and if you want to be a part of the squad, baby. So I was sitting here with that side part looking like, and I think we gotta do a better part. So I just parted it. I'm grabbing my hot comb now because the side part just wasn't giving me the life I needed. Middle part, it definitely makes more sense. I love you. I love you. Alright, bye bye. Peace.